Okay, so this one was fun with physics. We're looking at thermal, some images taken from like a thermal camera. So this is the first one here, and this right there, that's obviously going to be a person, and this is in a stairwell. And so I think there's windows and things going on the stairwell, which are like the light coming through the stairwell, and the heat is going to kind of heat up the stairs. But the very bottom here, there's not really windows down there, so it's going to be colder down there than it is in the rest of the stairs, which we can see. Yeah, so down here, there's obviously not so much light. There's not these light from the windows coming at the very bottom of the stairs, but it is up here. So that's why those were more of the yellow color, and yep, there's a person on there. And then for this picture, this is the window here, and so the window is going to appear colder, and I don't know, maybe it's cold outside, and I think also the window can block a bit of like the thermal heat, like the wavelengths and stuff for the camera to pick up. So the window's going to appear like it's colder, but there's like the window obviously came and is hitting something, and it's reflecting off the wall here, and the reflection right here is going to be super bright. I think it's kind of like a magnifying glass. The magnifying glass itself isn't going to be like super hot, but where it reflects is still going to be super hot. And so in this room, this room itself is like cooler than the room that the camera is in, so it's more blue, but there is light that's kind of reflecting in, which is being that bright spot there, and also is kind of warming up some of the areas. That's what that looks like there, the window and where it's reflecting. Now here we have an elevator, and I'm not actually, I couldn't figure this one out. My first thought was maybe someone like held open the door for someone, but that would, if the door had been closed, then you'd have marks like here, and here would be warmer, but it wouldn't make sense for that to be on like the door itself. And also wondering if it was maybe friction from the doors opening or closing, but that wouldn't put it on the sides, and it would probably be more up and down. So I wasn't really sure. We were wondering if maybe it came from like a body on the side, but I kind of looked it up, and you're not gonna like you have to have this surface itself be warmer, because that's what the camera would be picking up. It's not gonna be picking up a body on the other side unless they're like leaning against the door or something, and that warming up like the surface of the door, but I don't think that's what is going on here. So I don't actually know, and I couldn't figure it out. So, but there's something, because if you look at the picture, the real picture, there's not like the reflections or like these lines here, and of light, and you can see like where there's more light there. There's still kind of those stripes, but there's nothing showing what that is from. There's not like light or something that's directly like hitting that would make those shapes. So I don't actually really know what that one is, so couldn't figure that one out. And then here's the last one. So this is a cool stairwell, and this is going to be from light that's, I think, reflecting off the wall right here, bouncing down. It's warmer. And there's the picture here, which you can see is actually super bright right here from it reflecting off, but I think that part's kind of cut off a bit. But if you saw that in the thermal image, you'd see a bright spot up there and on the ground too, but I think the thermal image, I think, cut off before that, so you just saw a nice bright like red spot on there. So most of this I think were from reflecting light, and I'm just not sure about the elevator one, but most of the rest of it came from just light reflecting.